So our first demonstration we're going to run is we're going to do the different types of drinking water that this machine produces. It produces, it's all based on pH, right? So there's three different kinds of drinking water here, and there is 8.5 pH, 9.0 pH, and 9.5 pH. I generally just drink the 9.5 pH because it's the strongest, best water that this machine produces. So that's all I really want to drink anyway. And then I'm also going to do a comparison between the Kangen water here, Carlsbad alkaline, we'll do tap water, and then soda. See, what happens is we're all born alkaline, and as we start to age, our bodies become more and more acidic, and we don't want that. We want to stay away from that. We want to be more in an alkaline environment. When your body's in more of an alkaline environment, there's no room for anything bad to grow in. So it's really hard to get sick. Diseases don't survive there. Cancer can't survive in an alkaline environment. So it's a really strong preventative health preventative medicine. Also on top of that too, so what happens is when your body is hydrated properly in more alkaline environment, it causes you to produce more serotonin and melatonin in your body, right? So you sleep better, you wake up with more energy, you feel better, you look better. It's just all around a good thing. I wake up and I'm super stoked, super happy every morning. So anyway, we're going to get into the demonstration here. Let me start filling up the water. About that, so what happens here is the water, tap water. Let's get some tap, because that's going to be a demonstration as well. Tap water goes in here, goes through this little diverter, runs into the machine. What happens is the water goes through this double carbon filter here where it's then cleaned and sterilized. And then from there, what happens is it goes through a series of plates right there. Platinum coated titanium plates, and it goes through a bunch of positive and negative charges. What that does is it breaks down the water, right? It separates the good water from the bad water, so all the calcium and chlorine and fluoride and all that stuff gets filtered out and brought out of the water. And then when it goes through a bunch of positive and negative charges, what it does is it electrocutes the water and it brings it back living again. It loads it with active hydrogen. And hydrogen is the strongest antioxidant known to man. So there's a ton of that in here. Actually, it's so rich in antioxidants that 2 glasses of this water is equivalent to eating 5 pounds of blueberries. I don't really know any other water that's able to do that. It's pretty awesome. So we're going to do that. Here's Carlsbad alkaline. This comes from a natural aquifer in Carlsbad. Pretty cool. It's a really big thing right now. It's super popular in my area, and a lot of people love it. I do want to say though, one thing about water is when it sits in a bottle like this, especially alkaline or anything like that, it tends to lose its alkalinity just based on how long it sits in the bottle. Because it's got to go through a process where it'll come from wherever that aquifer, that spring is. It comes from there. It gets bottled and processed, and then it gets shipped out to stores all over the world, stuff like that. It sits on a shelf. You buy it. It's then been months and months of time that it sat there, and it tends to lose its alkalinity. So, and then here's soda. Soda is super, super bad, super acidic. I'll show you about that here in a second. Let's put some Sprite in there. If there's one takeaway from this demonstration, it's at least don't drink soda anymore, because soda is gnarly and it's not good for you. So I have my little pH tester here. What this does is it tests the pH in all the different types of water. What pH is potential hydrogen, right? Like I said, hydrogen is the strongest antioxidant known to man. So the higher the pH is, the better it is for you. Here's kind of the scale here. Green is neutral. The pH scale goes from 0 to 14. 7 is dead center neutral, clean water. And anything above a 7 is alkaline. Anything below a 7 is acidic. We're going to start here with Carlsbad alkaline, and then we'll go through tap water, then we'll go to soda, and then we'll come back to the Kangen water. So we're just going to drop these in here. Here's Carlsbad alkaline. Like I said, this is a really good water out of Carlsbad. It says here pH is 8.0 to 9.0. Let's give it a test. So if it's 8.0 to 9.0, this should be at minimum at least like a dark blue, if not even purple. Should be closer to purple. So let's just give it a test. It's actually like a kind of yellow. Yeah, there it is. So right there, yellowish, which that means is this water is actually slightly acidic. I'm sure when they bottled it and it came from the source that it was alkaline at that point, but as it sat in the bottle, it lost its alkalinity, and what it does is when water sits in plastic, it actually draws the chemicals out of the plastic, which is super harmful to your body, so you don't want that. So here's tap water. This is what I got straight from the tap, straight from the sink behind me. We're going to put that in there, and it's blue. So tap water, it's actually it's federally regulated to be alkaline, right? Because if it was acidic, it would cause all the city pipes to corrode and just be bad news. But it's alkaline. But with that being said, there's also a ton of stuff that's added into it. There's chlorine and fluoride and calcium, just a bunch of bad stuff that's harmful to your body as well. So tap water isn't good for you either, although it is alkaline. We're going to do soda. Here's soda. This is some Sprite. Sprite's gnarly. Comes to be a dark orange, super acidic. You don't want to be putting that in your body. That's really, really unhealthy for you. And then we're going to do some Kangen water here. So here's the water that comes straight from the machine. Super dark purple, 9.5 pH, stays there. So although, there are bottled alkalines all over the place, that's really good. I can appreciate people that are doing that, going and getting that type of water because they're health conscious and they want to be healthy. But with that being said, it tends to lose its alkalinity and it's not really the healthiest unless it's coming straight from the source. So bottled water, stuff like that, I tend to stay away from, and I go straight to the source here. Another thing about that too is, it's funny, you can alter your pH really quick. Just a little bit of Kangen can go a long way, especially if you have a machine. A lot of Kangen can go a long way. So just a little bit here, teeny little bit in there, can totally change your pH. Spike your pH, bring it up. And like I said, when your pH is high, it causes your body, when you're hydrated, it causes your body to produce more serotonin, melatonin. You sleep better, you feel better, you wake up with more energy. It's just all around really good. So like I said, just a ton of good things behind this. A little bit of water goes a long way. But when it comes to soda and things like that, this soda is so acidic that I can fill this entire cup up and it's not going to do anything. It won't have any effect on soda. It would actually take 32 glasses of Kangen water to negate the effects of one soda. To neutralize one soda, 32 glasses of this water. Pretty gnarly stuff there. So that's the Kangen. We're going to move on to the next demonstration, which is clean water. So go ahead and click the link below. I'll show you that one right now.